Okay, go.
Um, really, this summer, I was so depressed and so discouraged and feeling so terrible that I considered signing the DNR because I couldn't see or feel like living like this for the rest of my life if it was this bad. I was so tired, so depressed, couldn't get through a day, just barely making food, doing laundry. And I'm not that same person, and it's not even been 3 weeks. A day like this weather 3 weeks ago would have had me where I could barely move. And my son said, "Mom, you're up early this morning. What's going on?" I said, "I don't feel tired and I'm not hurting." My hands aren't swollen. My hot flashes are almost gone. They're kind of like going, we want to, but they don't overwhelm me to where I feel like I'm a freak. My gut's calming down. I've lost 8 pounds. I don't feel swollen and bloated and disgusting. My body is feeling more normal.
Tell them more about your hands. What was going on with your hands?
I have had gnarly swollen knuckles for years. And my children cannot believe the difference in my hands. My son actually took a picture and sent it to my daughter in Florida. He goes, "You gotta see Mom's hands." And that was it after 2 weeks. They're not swollen, they're not red. They don't hurt. I don't hurt.
And what was your experience with your last visit with your primary doctor?
Horrible. Totally dismissive. Told me that the food plan I was on was an Atkins-like diet, and as soon as I started adding carbohydrates back into my diet, that I was going to gain weight back and fail. And I thought, you couldn't have even looked at that food plan, because every single day it has excellent complex carbohydrates in it. He doesn't even know what carbohydrates are. He couldn't have known what carbohydrates are, and look at that diet, or he didn't even look at it.
Did you tell him that you had Hashimoto's?
Yes, I told him he had Hashimoto's, and he had no response to that. He said, well, he would reserve judgment, and he was highly skeptical, but he wanted to see the other test results that I was getting back. He said saliva tests weren't reliable, or stool tests or things like that, and I'm thinking, well, they aren't? I don't believe that. I don't believe that because Dr. Oz just said to take those yesterday on TV, and he wouldn't be telling us that. I don't believe it. I don't believe my doctor knows what he's doing.
And
about me.
Right.
For me. I don't think he knows how to treat me.
And did he have to change your prescription on that visit?
He did. He said he wanted me to change my thyroid medication to 75 micrograms, and I insisted it be the name brand because I was having problems when he failed to fulfill the prescription name brand for the last 6 months. And he wrote the prescription for name brand, but for 50 micrograms. He changed the dosage, told me to increase the dosage, but wrote the prescription for 50 micrograms.
So he wrote it incorrectly?
He wrote it incorrectly.
And you've been in Dr. Crater's care for how long?
Well, my first appointment was early September, but I've only been on the detoxification plan for less than 3 weeks.
And you say things are going pretty well so far?
Things are going great.
All right, good.
I'm sleeping, except for having to get up and pee a lot because that's part of the detox process. Right. But that is not even a problem because I can go back to sleep.
So far so good?
So far so good.
Good. Keep up the good work.